7-6 continued. Apply trigonometric ratios in story problems. By the end of today's lesson, we will be able to successfully use the sine, cosine, and tangent ratios for indirect measurement. An angle of elevation is the angle formed by a horizontal line and a line of sight to the point above the line. So here, this would be the horizontal line, and a line of sight would be considered this line, and this angle formed here would be the angle of elevation. So in the diagram, angle 1 is the angle of elevation from the tower T to the plane P. An angle of depression, which is just the opposite, is the angle formed by the horizontal line, so this one, and a line of sight to the point below the line. So below the line, so angle 2 here will be the angle of depression from the plane to the tower. Since horizontal lines are parallel, angle 1 is congruent to angle 2 by alternate interior angles converse. Therefore, the angle of elevation from one point is congruent to the angle of depression from the other point. Example 1. The Seattle Space Needle casts a 67-meter shadow. If the angle of elevation from the tip of the shadow to the top of the Space Needle is 70 degrees, so this is a Space Needle, and it casts a shadow, so this would be the shadow here. So, angle of elevation of 70 degrees. How tall is the Space Needle rounded to the nearest meter? So we need to find out what this is. So I know the shadow is going to be 67 meters, and in this case I need to use tangent. So tangent 70 degrees equals the opposite side, x, which is what we're looking for. And we put it over the adjacent side, 67. And using a calculator, you type 67 times tangent 70 degrees, and this would be about 184 meters. Example 2. Suppose a plane is at an altitude of 3,500 feet. So the plane is flying this high, and the angle of elevation from the airport to the plane is 29 degrees. So the plane is right here, and this is the airport. Angle of elevation is 29 degrees. What is the horizontal distance between the plane and the airport? So we're looking for this one. And in this case, we're still using tangent, 29 degrees, opposite side, 3,500 over x. So x would equal to 3,500 divided by tangent 29 degrees, and that will be equal to about 6,314 feet. Example 3. An ice climber stands at the edge of a crevice that is 150 feet wide. A crevice just means a deep crack in the glacier. So if I were to draw a picture, this would be one part of the glacier, and then there will be a deep crack. And this will be the bottom. And this bottom here is 115 feet wide. And it says the angle of depression from the edge where she stands, or the ice climber, to the bottom of the opposite side is 52 degrees. So this is 52 degrees. How deep is the crevice at this point? So we need to find out the height, which is x. So this must be 52 degrees here by alternate interior angles converse. So we have to take tan 52 degrees and set it equal to the opposite over the adjacent side. So x would be about 147 feet.